Hello, everybody. Ramblin' Gamer coming at you today, and oh man, yesterday, super excited. All the new Pokemon news. Things were great. Life was all rainbows and fairies, and uh, it's all come crashing down. I have learned, it's a possibility at the moment. They are working on it. It's not 100% for sure yet. But as of the moment, it doesn't look like you're going to be able to transfer your Pokemon from Gen 5 up to Gen 6, which is devastating. I mean, we went through the same thing in Gen 3 when we couldn't have our Gen 1 and 2 Pokemon, but I mean, why this was upsetting to me, it didn't bug me all that much. I had spent a lot of time on my Gen 2 game, not so much on my Gen 1 game, and a large amount of my Gen 1 Pokemon I rare candy tricked. So that wasn't, too devastating of a loss for me. I mean, it was still pretty bad, but just compared to what it is now, it's nothing. I mean, I've got Pokemon that have been with me since the Gen 3 games, and this encompasses a lot of games. I mean, Ruby, XD Gale of Darkness, Colosseum, Emerald, Pearl, Pokemon Black, Pokemon White, and Heart Gold, and not just that, but I have shiny Pokemon that I've gotten through GTS. I've got my first ever non-scripted shiny Pokemon that I've caught, which was my Litwick. I've got all the event legendaries I finally managed to amass. I've EV trained over half of my Pokemon. About 200 Pokemon have been EV trained with no cheating device. I mean, you can tell I've put hours into these games, and they're just kind of talking like it's all gonna have been completely for naught. To me, the Pokemon games have always been about, really about growing with your Pokemon, bonding with them, becoming friends with them, and I find it really messed up with this entire thing just being like, okay, you've got all these Pokemon that you're now very attached to. Say goodbye to them. You have to go start your new adventure, and it's like, I don't know if I want to start my new adventure. I'll stick with the old one. Screw the new adventure. For me, I'm obviously still going to buy the game. It's just it doesn't sound like much of a threat, I guess, just coming from me. But to me, I would lose a huge amount of faith in the Pokemon team if there's no, backwards compatibility. I mean, Pokemon's the second best-selling video game series in the world. It's one of Nintendo's major cash titles, and it's just like I would think you would be putting a lot more time and effort to make sure that this is 100% thing. I could see if Pokemon wasn't doing very well, like it was at an all-time record low or something, where then we wouldn't need backwards compatibility as much, because I mean, at that point, the series would seem like it's kind of dying off, but it actually seems like Pokemon's gotten some new life, especially recently, and it's just like, I don't see why now's a good time for change. I mean, there's already plenty of change coming into the new games. Um, it's just, this is one of those things that it could really kill the series off for me. And I'm not looking forward to that at all. Another thing, and I love this, I've been checking the forums and everything. There's plenty of people that have been saying, they're not going to go ahead and buy these games if they're not backwards compatible. And there's another amount of people that are just looking at them being like, are you stupid? That's a horrible reason. It's like, I know at least a fairly large-sized following that refused to jump from Generation 4 to Generation 5 completely based on the appearance of like 4 Pokemon that they found to be terrible designs. And that seems to be their main argument for not wanting to go to the new games. And it's just like, that's a fair amount of craziness right there, that for Pokemon we deter you from an awesome Pokemon game. I know for me, though, backwards compatibility really is just, it's something I've come to expect. And it could be just one of those issues I think all gamers have, is when there's something you expect to be in a game and then it's not, it can really break apart the series very quickly. I know there's another group of people out there that are talking like, oh, well, I hope there isn't backwards compatibility because I want a fresh start. It's like, well, guess what? You could have a fresh start. Just don't transfer your damn Pokemon to the new game. Don't screw this up for the rest of us. I want to find these people and wring their freaking necks. It's just, oh, don't do this to me. I have hours upon hours in my Pokemon games. I really don't want to lose because, you want a fresh start. You want a fresh start, go do your own damn thing. Get the hell off my internets. So, I'm curious to see what you guys are thinking. I mean, if there's no backwards compatibility, will you guys still purchase this game? Or will you be in my boat where you're probably gonna purchase it, but you won't be expecting a whole hell of a lot, and probably be some major disappointment overall, and it's generally, this entire thing is just a huge buzzkill, especially after the hype that, I had yesterday. But regardless, leave a comment telling me your guys' thoughts. If you liked this, give it a like, subscribe, watch out for bears, or, don't watch out for bears. I mean, there's no backwards compatibility. What's the point of life? Over dramatic. No, fuck that. It's not over dramatic. Not over dramatic at all. People are screwing with my Pokemon. I'm gonna screw back with Screw Attack. Yeah.